If you look below, we've attached a thorough risk management plan outlining the risks of the training program along with their likelihood and impact, as well as the necessary steps to mitigate these risks. The first risk we have identified was a lack of employee engagement in the program. We stated that it was a high risk with a high impact, and it is likely to occur during the execution phase of the program. It can be caused by several factors such as unappealing content or inexperienced trainers, and if the trainers are not engaged in the content, the project will ultimately be unsuccessful. In order to combat these risks, we'll take extra steps to ensure the program is interactive, monitoring their engagement throughout the assessments, and carefully selecting an experienced trainer. If we find that employees are not participating and performing poorly, we will implement a contingency plan requesting employee feedback and creating additional interactive activities such as role-playing. The second risk we have identified was overspending our budget. This must be considered during the planning phase and in a medium risk with a medium impact. Although it has been planned ahead of time, unanticipated expenses such as broken equipment may arise. This is a medium impact risk as overspending may damage one of our factors of project success. We plan to mitigate this risk by budgeting our costs effectively ahead of time to see if we have left to work with. If the budget is getting tight, we'll investigate where the costs can be cut. Our third risk is not having enough time to deliver the program. This is a low risk as careful planning has allowed a gracious amount of time, including additional training following the program. This is also a low impact risk as the trainer can focus most of the important content if time is running short. They can also cut questions if they so choose and they find that the time is running short. In addition, the risk will be noticed during the execution phase should it be a problem. We have mitigated this risk by performing test runs of the program prior to launch. And if we find the training sessions are running low on time, we will implement question boxes and cut time used for questions, as this should add about 20 minutes to get the content out. Our fourth risk is missing or defective resources. This is a medium likelihood, low impact risk, as materials may accidentally be taken home or break over the course of the training. This risk is low impact as trainees can temporarily share resources until new ones can be provided. This will take place during the execution phase. In this, we will avoid the risk by checking all equipment prior to training and ensure that we are working properly and order extra supplies in case we run into trouble. Should we use the spare resources, we will respond by keeping a list to track supplies and if they're going missing and how frequently. Then we can implement a plan from there and respond to the issue appropriately. For example, if we find that our equipment is breaking down frequently, we can have an on-site IT employee come and help us out. And lastly, we've identified ineffective testing as a risk. This is high likelihood and high impact risk, which will be noted during the closeout phase. It is a high likelihood risk as it is easy to go off track and ask questions that do not measure the variables that we're looking for. And if the tests are not measuring the correct variables, the data will be inaccurate and insufficient in demonstrating the effectiveness of the program. In order to mitigate this risk, we will have randomly selected groups perform the training and a control group to take the test as well during the trial run. In this, they'll verify that the training program has facilitated learning. If the tests come back inconclusive, then we will restructure the testing and conduct more trial runs from there.